Welcome to the 𝗙𝗂𝗊 Elder Law channel. I'm your host, Melissa O'Connor. I'm a Florida-based elder law attorney who does estate planning focusing on long-term care, commonly referred to as Medicaid planning, and I do probate, and I do it well. Today I'm going to talk to you about what to do if your Social Security payments stop coming. But before I do that, I want to invite you to schedule a free strategy session with me at eldermeeting.com. Okay, so what should you do if your Social Security payments stop coming? Today I was able to help a client of mine who that very thing happened to them. And in fact, they didn't even realize that their Social Security payments had stopped coming in until we were working to put together an application for their Veterans Aid and Attendance benefits. So at that time, when we were looking over their income streams that we needed to be able to report to the federal government, it became clear to me that we were missing our Social Security payment, and they were just living off of, at that point, their pension payment. And because not everybody handles their own banking, and when family members shift taking over who's going to help out mom or dad with their banking, sometimes things get missed and people don't realize that, hey, there should be another check coming in and it's missing. So it was a nice thing to realize that my client was supposed to be receiving additional money that they weren't receiving. But now that we discovered the problem, it wasn't, what were we going to do to fix it? And right now, we're in the middle of the COVID pandemic where your Social Security offices are closed and not having in-person meetings. So for us to be able to address this problem for them, it meant us calling their regional office, spending excessive periods of time on hold, answering various security questions, which meant that my elderly client had to be present for all of those calls, each time trying to jump through the various hoops with Social Security, and ultimately we discovered that their benefits had cut off in January, so they were going to be getting nearly an entire year's worth of back benefits check coming to them, which is great. And then from then on, they would have their monthly payment coming in, and now that we knew their exact income streams, we're able to properly apply for their VA aid and attendance benefits. So if you believe that your Social Security check you haven't been receiving it, the key is to call your regional office for the Social Security Administration. Be prepared to stay on the line for a relatively long hold time, and then the Social Security recipient has to be able to answer security questions to be able to prove their identity. And some questions are a little bit trickier than other questions, but hopefully you know all the answers and are able to establish your identity. And at that time, the Social Security recipient can tell the operator who they want to be their representative and who can handle the call for the rest of the call. So that way, whoever serves as your agent, or in this case, me as their attorney, I was able to finish up the call with the Social Security representative and clear up the fact that a certain bank account had been closed, and therefore monies just weren't making it to the new bank account, and we were able to get those back benefits sent to their address, a check in the mail, and future benefits were now going to the right account, and we were all on track. But it did take us 3 different attempts, simply because of the way that the regional office kept their hours, and so they weren't all we weren't able to make it through the line at different times of day, but eventually a 3rd time was the charm, and we were able to get the benefits back in place. So if your Social Security benefits get cut off, the key is to call your regional office, not the main number for Social Security, but the regional office where your check comes from. So if you've moved and relocated from one area of the country to another, you want to call the regional office where your check was coming on before you moved, because that might be a reason why your check stopped, would be because you did move. I hope this information has been helpful to you. If it has, I ask that you like and share with others. And as always, if you wanted to schedule a strategy session with me, I offer no-cost strategy sessions at eldermeeting.com. Again, thanks for joining me.